a drop down to $10,000. Why are we in a bear cycle right now?
Well, basically, in a reflexive system, you have a parabolic rise up. And what that means is that you make larger candles in shorter time frames. So candles have, usually you're watching the daily candle, weekly candle, and they get longer and longer and longer in shorter and shorter time frame, and it looks like a hockey stick. And when you finally fall out of the parabola, the rule of thumb is that you drop 85% of the move. But in Bitcoin, you don't just drop 85% of the move normally, you drop 85% of the total. So we have seen hockey stick run up, fall out, drop 85% over and over and over again. And you know what else we normally see? There's a chart you can Google called the psychology of a market bubble. Run up, dump, return to normal, the bull trap. This is where we are now, in my opinion. So Bitcoin went in 2017, end of 2017, it went to 20,000, dumped to 10,200, and then went back up to 17,400. It went back up from 10 to 17. It went up 70% again. Got everybody long, down to 6,000, bounce a little bit, trapdoor opens down to 3,000. Bump and run bottom, up to 14, which was a Ponzi scheme out of China called Plus Token. Then they got arrested. Day of their arrest in China, doom, back to 3,800. Find a bottom, go back up. COVID dip. Bitcoin dropped 65% in 2 weeks.
What's going to happen to Hex then if Bitcoin drops to $10,000?
Bitcoin already dropped over 55%. Hex kept making new all-time highs. Ethereum already dropped 60%. I'm sorry. Bitcoin dropped over 55%. Hex made new all-time highs. Ethereum dropped over 60%. Hex made new all-time highs. Hex is decorrelated from Ethereum and Bitcoin because the majority of its liquidity is tied to the dollar, not tied to a cryptocurrency. Most cryptocurrencies move up and down together, not because of an evil mastermind where there's someone saying these are sympathetic products so they should trade similarly. It's actually just because they're bonded by the liquidity in their trading pairs. So there was a thing called, I'll tell you where I learned this. I'm the person that popularized this idea. I call it Hart's Law, that the reason all prices move together when things are traded versus each other is because they're bonded together by the liquidity in their pair. There was something called unisocks, literally just a pair of socks. They created a trading pair versus the Ethereum unisocks pair. Ethereum price goes up 20x. Guess what happens to the price of a pair of socks? It goes to $40,000. That's when I learned, wait a second, these socks aren't worth $40,000. Why are they priced at $40,000? Because you can exchange them for something that went up in value 20x. And so when you have things that are tied together that are interchangeable, anytime one of them goes up versus a dollar, it pulls them both up versus a dollar because they're interchangeable. And then if the world wants to exert force to make that stop working, it takes active, you have to keep selling the price down. Like if you buy Bitcoin and the price goes up 10x, you've got to sell massive amounts of your coins to try and maintain whatever you think your proper ratio should be. Oh, I only want 1% in crypto. Well, you're going to have to sell it a lot, dude, because it will become your whole portfolio because it appreciates so much.